Hello, I'm John Bruns.
And I'm Luke Cooper. Welcome to Newsbreak.
A sexual assault has occurred on campus. The university sent out a public safety notice of the incident on Monday night. The sexual assault happened at Sherman Hall, involving a student who had met another individual over a dating app. The dorm is located on the corner of South and 5th Street and Chalmers. Police say the victim knew their attacker through a dating app.
The university doesn't think the attacker is a threat to anyone else in the dorm, but the attacker is still at large, so they've requested anybody that sees someone matching the attacker's description to call 911. This is the photo police have released of the suspect from security cameras within Sherman Hall. It's a little blurry, but the suspect can be seen wearing a black or dark colored zip-up sweatshirt with his hood up.
A recent study taken by the College of ASUS shows the average salaries of animal science students are worryingly low. Newsbreak's Zach Morgan is here to tell us more about the study. Zach.
Thanks, John. Last weekend, I had visited the campus's dairy farm in Urbana. Since it's a fully functioning farm, I managed to ask an animal science student her thoughts about her career salary. The College of ASUS Career Services released the average salary, which was collected between December 2017 to August 2018. The highest salaries were under Technical Systems Management, being $60,000, while Animal Sciences was last at $28,000.
I don't feel good about that, obviously. I feel like I've worked hard throughout my schooling, and I think that I could make that much money not even going to college, so.
Animal science is no easy task. When students enter the program, they must choose one of two studies, animals or a discipline. Animals being household pets or farm animals, and disciplines such as genetics, meat science, or reproductive biology. Right now, I'm here at the dairy farm in Urbana. Depending on your concentration, students will work at these laboratories to get hands-on experience, whether it be animal production, where students here are producing milk, or cattle production, as you're raising cows to get slaughtered for meat production.
I think it's because you have so many issues right now that are kind of like crucial to most consumers, issues related to food, agriculture, the environment, the general anxiety and worry over climate change.
Planning on just staying at the dairy farm.
Hopefully everything gets better. In Urbana, Zachary Morgan, Newsbreak.
Attorney General Kwame Raoul reached a settlement with the owner of the Champaign bus company, Suburban Express. The company's owner, Dennis Topin, had a lawsuit filed against him in 2017 after a discriminatory email against Chinese students was released. He was also accused of encouraging his employees to avoid students that didn't speak English. In the settlement, Topin is required to pay $100,000 and requires him to end all practices of discrimination against customers based on race, national origin, or religion.
Former Vice President Joe Biden was honored for his dedication to health care advancements Tuesday night. The National Minority Forum presented Biden with the Lifetime Achievement Award at the 16th Annual Summit on Health Disparities. Through the Biden Cancer Initiative, he's championed research in the field. Biden lost his son, Beau, to brain cancer in 2015. The former VP says a person's race, gender, and hometown should not impact their cancer treatment or survival rate. Biden says he supports the National Minority Forum's mission of ending healthcare disparities for all Americans.
We'll be taking a short break. UI7 Newsbreak will be back with you folks in just a moment.
Make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Drop that baby.
I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
I sent him a text. He texts me back and say, "Who dis?"
The next few weeks, you just made fun of me, like would answer the door and say, "Who dis?"
Who dis?
Drop off a warm meal and get more than you expect. Volunteer at americaletsdolunch.org.
Over this past weekend, Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker signed a bill into law raising the legal age for buying tobacco from 18 to 21. Illinois is the 11th state to pass such a bill. The legal age for buying tobacco was already raised in the city of Chicago, Pritzker's hometown. It was one of the first cities to tax e-cigarettes. Governor Pritzker said that he values the health of future generations more than the economic benefit of tobacco sales. He concluded his bill signing urging surrounding states to adopt the Tobacco 21 bill, claiming that if they don't, young people will cross state lines just to purchase tobacco. Although teen smoking in Chicago has declined over the past 6 years, the recent rise in e-cigarette popularity threatens to stop that decline.
This weekend, students traded in homework for home-cooked meals. That's right, the University of Illinois had its 98th annual Moms Weekend. Throughout the weekend, moms went to bars, played bags at barbecues, and perused around campus with their children. Mothers, godmothers, grandmas, and even aunts donned brightly colored Moms Weekend shirts to match their kids, many of which got the chance to take pictures with the alma mater and spend time at their fraternities and sororities, catching up with their loved ones.
Other than bar hopping, though, along campus town, there were still plenty of activities geared toward a milder crowd. One such event was the Illinois Flower Show, an exposition of all things horticulture. Past the perennials and succulents, though, it's a venue with a rich history, both for those attending and organizing. One wouldn't imagine there being much history in flowers. They're an annual, they sprout one season, then wither the next. But a mother and daughter have been visiting these momentary beauties for 4 years now, with this year being their last.
And so we just decided it was time to come back, and my daughter is a senior, and we have enjoyed coming to this every single year for the last 4 years.
Even while the flower show was winding down for the day, there was still plenty to see and do, with plants being sold, crafts being planted, and memories being made. I'm here with my friend Joe here at the flower show, and just look at this bouquet of flowers, folks. It's got these little fruits, these little lilies, and oh my gosh, hydrangeas right in the center, and they are offering so much more today.
And I might. This is my first and only. Every year it gets passed on to a new director. I've been working on it since January. A lot of ordering, and then obviously the plants, we have to plant them in the greenhouse, which takes months to get them to the stage.
Months to prepare for an event that only lasts for a day. The importance that it has, though, perhaps outweighs the time invested.
We came to the flower show last year, and we really liked it, and that also brought us back this year. I think it's really important for Moms Weekend just because it's something really fun and accessible for everyone to come explore.
It looks like a farm. You're a farm boy.
Now one can only wait for next year's flower show to come along, another chance to enjoy time with those we love before the semesters end. In Urbana, Newsbreak.
Well, the weather was beautiful this weekend, with tons of people outside playing sports, walking their dogs, and enjoying the sunshine. But some used it as an opportunity to do good in their community. The 12th annual Austin Cloyd's Day of Service happened this Saturday, with over 160 volunteers of different ages planting flowers, cleaning up the Centennial Courtyard, and helping out local nonprofits. The event is dedicated to keeping the memory alive of former Centennial student Austin Cloyd, who passed away tragically in the Virginia Tech shooting in 2007.
In other news, Prince Harry and Oprah Winfrey are developing a TV series taking on mental health issues. The two said they are partners, co-creators, and executive producers on a multi-part documentary that will launch on Apple TV in 2020. The statement was announced on the new Instagram account of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. It said, "The dynamic multi-part documentary series will focus on both mental illness and mental wellness." Kensington Palace issued a statement saying the series aims to inspire viewers to have an honest conversation about the challenges each of us faces. It will build on Harry's long-standing commitment to tackling mental health issues and raising awareness of mental illness. He launched the Heads Together mental health campaign in 2017 alongside his brother, Prince William.
Now a look into sports. This week, the University of Virginia Cavaliers won their first ever NCAA men's basketball championship, beating Texas Tech 85-77 in overtime Monday night. The victory comes 1 year after the Cavs infamously became the first top-seeded men's team to lose to a 16-seeded team. Led by head coach Tony Bennett, this was Virginia's third trip to the Final Four, and the first appearance since 1984. Despite the loss, this was a special season for the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Before this year, they had never risen above the Elite Eight. This was also a unique championship, becoming the first Final Four in more than 3 decades that didn't feature Duke, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisville, North Carolina, or UCLA.
Bus travel has been drastically affected by the recent construction on Wright Street. Long-established routes have been altered, with some stops disappearing entirely. Swaths of pavement and sidewalks have already been gutted, with MTD routes from the Armory to Altgeld Hall being altered for the student body. Currently, only southbound routes have thus far been changed, with Transit Plaza and Armory stops being removed entirely. Limited transit zones have likewise contributed to limited traffic along construction zones, increasing potential bus delays. UI7 Newsbreak will be back with you folks in just a moment. We're going to have a short break. Stay tuned.
Because of you, I feel not alone in this world, and you let me know that it only takes one person to make you feel wanted.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
Oh, Dapper Leon. I almost feel like every Friday I have a date. He'll have a vest or a jacket.
She sees me at my best.
Drop off a warm meal and get more than you expect. Volunteer at americaletsdolunch.org.
A breakthrough in science was just announced today as the first images of a black hole were captured. The massive galaxy M87 was captured in the Event Horizon Telescope collaboration, where scientists combined the power of 8 radio telescopes that were placed around the world using very long baseline interferometry. This project has been in the works for over a decade with more than 200 researchers involved. Scientists say that these images prove that black holes exist beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Now let's go ahead and take a look at our weather for this weekend. As you can see, we're going to unfortunately get some clouds Friday, some sun Saturday, and showers on Sunday. At the very least, the highs will stay in the 50 to 40s range. Thankfully, no more snow. Very, very good, I'd say, considering that we keep on having this like start and stop thing with weather.
Yeah, but the April showers are commencing.
Oh, that's that humidity, I tell you. It's that in my opinion, is the one thing that brings it down for spring, because you got all these plants blooming, everything looks nice, but then the air is like super, super thick.
Question for you, rain or snow? Which one do you prefer?
Oh, snow, definitely.
Snow?
Because it looks prettier than rain.
I agree.
Rain is just this dour, sad stuff, but snow at the very least looks, pretty. It's these little flakes coming down.
But I prefer sun over both.
True. I'll give you that. For more of our stories, please follow us on Facebook.
Or see more of our stories on our YouTube page. What a great show we had. We had these stories that, just today, we had something breaking about the black hole. That's so cool, getting a picture of that.
I think people always knew it existed, but then actually having... I remember the case was with Pluto a few years ago, but regardless...
Yeah, that is all we have for this edition of Newsbreak.
Thanks for watching and have a great day.